I'm going to switch place, kind of. I'm just going to try this one out for a couple of games. See if maybe I tested it for a few games and it did not perform very well. So we'll see if maybe it was just, like bad matchups or bad draws or something like that. Um, this is the same kind of thing, but it's more of a Stax deck. Like we're playing Smokestack and Tango Wire and a few other things, and trying to wear people's resources down. And I didn't have much luck with it before, so we'll see if we have better luck with it this time. This is a new game with the Anafenza Stax against Sirach. And we are on the play. I only have 2 lands. This is actually what I kept running into. Like, it actually has 39 lands, but I keep not drawing enough lands, so I'm a little worried about this one. We'll keep this. This looks fine. And yeah, we'll keep a Vindicate. Land text doesn't do it not right now. I kind of want that Vindicate. Maybe you'll play a Rampant Growth or something. So it's got to be green, black. Oh. If we want a him. Maybe I should have thought about my lands first before because I can't play a white spell. Alright, let's just play that tapped. I should have thought about my lands a little bit more. I should have just played the swamp and then Llanowar Waste himmed him. I was thinking about land tax, but then I decided not to land tax. Alright, well that can't be countered, so that's interesting. Probably gets countered. But that's what you play those spells for. Have a good night, honey. I have to pay a life for this. And I haven't drawn any mana. Although, if I can keep the knight in play... So much for that. I decided the knight was worth it more than the land tax. Jeez, he's just stacked full of counter spells. And that Snapcaster Mage makes my Edict pretty bad. And I don't know why. Like, this has... the Edict's bad anyways. Why take 2 damage? He can't counter this right now. This has tons of lands, and like this just kept happening. Oh, it's got 38, not 39. It shouldn't matter that much. Maybe I should add the 39th. But for some reason, I just kept missing land drops. Just kept missing land drops. Alright. could make our way up to Dramoka. He can't counter that. He probably can't kill it either. Not worried about 1 damage. Why can't I draw lands? Is he casting Sirach? I will kill Sirach. It's just a lot of damage. It's 6/6. Alright, that's a land. I think I'd rather play this than expose Vraska to a counter. He can counter this. Yeah. Hopefully we can draw a land next turn and play this Dramoka. Not a land. He's just got fistfuls of counter spells. I mean, you'd expect that from Sirach. At least he's not drawing lands either. Oh, that sucks. I think I have to, well, I could just Toxic Deluge. Even if I draw a land, though. Yeah. Paying 3 life sucks. Can't let Kiki-Jiki stick around. So he's clearly playing the Sirach combo deck. Stops playing spells on my turn. Okay. I don't know if that's right. I don't want him to take the Sylvan Tutor. Okay, he didn't take the Sylvan Tutor. So he took the 3 cards. Those are Wooded Foothills, Nature's Claim, and Impulse. Tireless Tracker's pretty good. So there's the Wooded Foothills. Ancestral Vision. Hmm. He's got a nature's claim. Do I want to vindicate this? Sirach's going to be a problem. Giving a card advantage is probably worse, though. White, black, black. Vindicate that. This has got to be green. Looks like green-white's the right one. Probably could have played a tapped one. And it's Vampiric Tutor. What do we want? What do we want? Fleece Mane Lion is indestructible? No, I don't think I care about that. Is there a... Vraska was my one that gets rid of a thing. So I guess Liliana's pretty good. We'll get Liliana. You can take my birthing pond. Oh, it hits himself. Okay. I don't know why he played that untapped. Probably should have attacked first. He might have blocked. Now he's not going to block. Oh, okay. So he did that so he can still activate abilities on my turn. He can use his clue tokens. It's currently all of his mana to cast Sirach. He's probably got a land in his hand. All right. There's nothing higher than Vramoka. Well, that's not good. So clearly he's onto something here. He's got a force of will. Jeez, okay. So he's going to combo us out, and there's nothing we can do about it? I can't Anafenza, or yeah. Does he cost that much mana? All my mana, huh? Jeez. Anafenza's a she, isn't she? If he's got the combo, there's nothing I can do here. Does he have enough mana? Porta Calling. Snapcaster Mage. For a bolt? No. Pestermite. Oh, that does it. Alright. Start up another one. So, I had my early mana problems there. Still looked like the deck was decent, mostly because of Dragonlord Dramoka. Like, just a bunch of lands and Dragonlord Dramoka in a deck, and it looks pretty good if you can cast it. Other than that, like, I was just way too slow, and I let him combo, and I didn't have any disruption or anything like that. And this deck is supposed to be a bunch of disruption. He countered a whole bunch of stuff. Bitter Blossom and Skull Clamp seems pretty good. What are we playing against? Keranos. We are on the draw. So I don't know if we can resolve these things. He plays an untapped land. I really want to resolve these things. Alright, that's a good start. So let's get green, let's get a Bayou here. I don't think there's much in the way of discard in this deck. There probably should be more. I think there's just this in Thoughtseize. Alright. We hit a counterspell on a land. If he doesn't tap out, I think we probably play Anafenza as a bait spell. Most decks don't like a 3/3 for 4. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I think I'd actually rather have the Sylvan Library than the Bitter Blossom. Do I get greedy? Alright. If he draws a land, he can Keranos. At least we're not having land trouble this time. And with Sylvan Library, we're unlikely to have land trouble into the future. Alright. would like to do something about that Jace. Let's see, interesting. Pay 4 life to keep this, and we're going to Vampiric Tutor. We don't really need this right now. Can I deal with a Planeswalker directly? Can I... Oblivion Ring? No, I don't have enough mana to do all of that. Because I'd play the Skull Clamp, equip it, Oblivion, and then, well, I'd Vamp Tutor, and then I only have 2 mana left. Is there anything a little less mana there? Stoneforge, Scavenge Ooze, Rope Decay, Regrow, nothing great. So let's just pay this tapped and move to his turn. I don't know if I wanted to keep the Putrefy. I guess it destroys an artifact, but I don't think these Keranos decks really play creatures. Alright. Maybe I wanted a Vamp Tutor on my turn. I could have actually just gotten the Oblivion Ring into my hand. Seems pretty clear he's got a 1-mana counterspell, because he didn't play Keranos last turn. Is he not looking to play Keranoses? Alright. He can just counter Vraska, can't he? Alright, just go with Vindicate. Land. I don't mind either of these. That might have been too much life. I just realized I have a Bitter Blossom in play. Of course, I do have this Dragon Lord Dramoka. He can bounce it though if... Maybe we should have Vindicated and then decided where to attack. Alright. He's got an ad for Told, but he doesn't have a Jace to feed it as full anymore. I think he's getting real close to casting a Keranos here. This looks like Keranos. Alright, there's Keranos. I really want this in play. He's going to have a hard time killing that. Do I care about... We'll pay life to draw 2 cards. It turns out Dragon Lord Jamoka is really good. At the very least against blue-red decks. Alright. We take 3 more damage. Our life total is pretty low. We've got this Jet. We can block Keranos if he somehow manages to activate it. Alright, he can't cast spells on our turn. Did I not gain life? Or was I that low? I was that low, wasn't I? Jeez, that is low. So I think we play the Smokestack. Especially since we've got a Bitter Blossom going. Alright, 3 damage. Probably to my face. Although the fairies might be looking pretty tempting. My face. Well, that sucks. Gain 2 life. Gain 2 life. Oh, he actually gets the ability, doesn't it? Like, I can't unequip it. That sucks because he can shoot down my fairies. I might have to putrefy it. Alright, you can have shackles or a bunch of useless spells and a mountain. Because he can't counter anything right now. And he can't yet shackles. That's really cool art on Vedalken Shackles. I really like that a lot. It's really neat. Alright, he kept the shackles. He can cast it for free. He could have cast it for free. Let's put a counter on it after. Put on top. Put on top. Do I need to kill this Jit? Because he can activate it and just mow down my dudes. I think I do. He can't really play a Wrath. Way more permanents than he does. And we have a Bitter Blossom that keeps going. We can sack the Bitter Blossom if we need to. Can sack the Smokestack if we need to. Deck actually relies pretty heavily on the Vedalken Shackles. Alright, he's tapped a land and then he's going to sacrifice it. Doing anything with that mana? Guess so. Two damage to target creature. 3 damage to target creature. No? What? Did he aim at me? Alright. Oh, okay. Kind of wish I had that reanimate now. Put a counter last. Sacrifice. Then make a fairy. It's worth 2 cards. Got a land. Sacrifice a forest. Yes, please. Looking to draw at a counter. I kind of care about the As Foretold, but I'd rather just reanimate Dragon Lord Jamoka. Guess we don't care that much. Do I sack this for 2 cards? Probably. It's hard to resist. Even if it's not correct, it's 2 cards, man. Land tax doesn't do anything, especially since he's sacking 2 lands this next turn. Alright, you drew a Shivan Reef. Draw a card. Down to 5 mana. It's going to get harder and harder for him to counter things. Alright, good game. Alright, that actually looked pretty good. But Keranos is kind of a rogue matchup. Alright, we got another game with the Anafenza Stax deck. This hand looked keepable. Are we playing against creature deck? Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can... You got the days of the force? Alright, he's got the days. Do I wait a turn and voice a resurgence first? Yeah. What do we got here? We got black. Wait, we need 2 blacks. So let's play Godless Shrine. No. I just shuffled my library. That sucks a bit, but I had to do that. Let's buy you. I maybe should have shuffled beforehand. I didn't think about memory lapse. So obnoxious to kill Baral. Alright, he doesn't get to pick a card here. He does for next turn, but... I want Baral dead. Jeez, he's got another counter spell? I've let him loot a few times. But I mean, he's down to 3 cards. I was hoping... That Mishra's Factory actually sucks a lot. Now I need like a wasteland for that Mishra's Factory, otherwise this Chainer's Edict does nothing. Oh, I didn't need all that mana? I thought I had already cast him once. Jeez. Okay. This is actually one of the issues I was having before with this deck is I played against Brawl a couple times when I was testing this Anafenza stack, and it just couldn't seem to stop Brawl. And like if you've got a Stax deck or like a hate deck and it can't stop Brawl, then you're doing it wrong. Really need a wasteland. Alright. He can still polymorph the Mishra's factory, which sucks a bit. But Baral now costs 5 mana. It's a tough bird right there. All right. He might try to reweave the Mishra's factory. I don't know how many counters he has. You overpaid. Yeah. Oh, I guess the factory has a really good chance of hitting a land. It almost certainly doesn't hit a creature. All right, we actually won that one. All right, so that one we just had enough removal. What were we drawing? That doesn't do a lot, but yeah, I guess it kind of does, because if we have to sacrifice it to Emrakul, we can actually get an Oblivion Ring with it. So that's decent. But that's kind of a worst case scenario where you're sacrificing 6 permanents. So, alright, that was fun. Gonna do one more game with this Anafenza Stax deck. We're on the draw. We only have white mana in our hand. Let's mulligan. Let's at least play as Dark Confidant and we get a Scry. I don't want a Jit. What are we playing against? Narset. They play a few counter spells, but not many. I think I have to play the Dark Confidant into it. We can re-rose it if we have to. Got a bunch of... I probably should have played this colored land. They do play a Lightning Bolt. And Chain Lightning, usually. I definitely should have played the colored land because of Anafenza. If I draw another colored land, like that. Seems strange to say to electrolyze when I just pulled a. Did you miss a land drop? I think I have to take advantage of that. We need white and we need green. So let's just Savannah. Guess he was trying to draw land. Basically required to do that, even if I miss a land drop next turn. A lot of good cards. Toxic Delusion, Diabolic Edict are both really good. So I did miss a land. Alright. How many times can I cast Dark Confidant? Apparently 3. Let's hope he sticks around. He got to scry too, though, so there's a good chance he's hitting land. Hopefully there's a good chance we're hitting land. Oh, he hit an artifact. I think we unmaking that. We don't have many other targets. Which one did we reveal? We revealed the knight. Do we wait to unmaking that? I think I really want this knight in play, since we're missing land drops. Snapcaster Lightning Bolt. Alright. I'm a little bit sorry, but I do have to do this. I mean, it's technically correct. And we'll just swing with the knight. It's already a 4/4. No, I probably should have. I don't know why I didn't do that. I wasn't paying attention to what trigger I should have done it on. Well, that's super good. Not right now. I need to deal with that Narset, though. Should get a forest. And then I did that wrong, didn't I? No, I didn't do that wrong. I guess, yeah, I had to. really wanted to get a Wasteland, but I really need to hit Narset. A little bit of tension and Knight or Reliquary there. Narset can't hit a land. Alright, you can probe, which can't hit a land. My hand is so much gas. Including two things that directly kill Narset. Alright. That sucks. Maybe I should have gotten the Wasteland. It's 2 or less in this deck. What's this one? Termagoy. Whatever. Not too worried about that. I'd rather just... I can't play that. I can play this, though. Couple 1/1s. He still doesn't have red. He might get red. No, instant. He gets a... Oh, geez, that's pretty good. He needs to hit red on this next turn, though. Force of Will. Command Sphere. There's red. Coalition Relic. Also red. Oh, he actually gets another turn, doesn't he? So I need to draw a land because he can force my edict. All right. Cycling a lot of extra turn spells. Means I can't kill Narset, almost certainly. Because I'm going to need this Toxic Deluge. Alright, I'm probably dead. That is a lot of extra spells. Extra turn spells. So he gets to activate. He gets to attack with Narset. Never going to be a fan of this deck. I think it's super unreliable. Alright, I think you wanted that for my wolf token, didn't you? I guess I'm not drawing a land now. Do you have something for my wolf token? Wrong one. Oh, it's first strike. So it doesn't matter. Four cards. Alright, he took the 4 spells. He didn't take the extra turn spell. I'm super dead. I can't kill this thing. Because I'm drawing... So I really wish I had... He's just going to counter it. And I'll move on. But I really wish I had killed his Ancient Tomb when I had the chance. I definitely should have. I don't remember what I did instead. Yeah. Good game. Alright. So... just not enough disruption and not enough... I don't know. There's not enough going on. I think I like the hate deck a little bit more. I'm not sure either of them are particularly very good, but they're fun to try out, so feel free to try them out.